Hi, my people. Welcome to another psychic reading. Today we're going to be doing a reading on Shanquella Robinson. She is someone who was found or was. There's a video out her getting beat by her friends. She went to Mexico and she was found dead due to some injuries, and her friends are saying it was due to alcohol poisoning, but it's very fishy. People are saying it's kind of similar to Kanika Jenkins kind of thing. So I'm here to do a quick reading on Shanquella or Shanquella. And yes, I'm Lamarr Townsend. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic, an energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. And if you would like your own personal reading from me, then definitely check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. This is where you can go to reach me for a personal reading. You can text me at 703-791-9162. I am available for personal readings as well, like I said. I'm also available for international clients too. You can also email me at lamar.townsend@gmail.com. However, the best way to reach me is to just go ahead and visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. So this is where you would go to get a reading from me, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. You can scroll down and read the reviews from people who have purchased readings from me. Once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page. You can also follow me down here on Instagram and Facebook, where I post my work as well. If you would like a reading, go right to the store section of my website. This is where you would go to view all the rates, services, products, classes, and different types of things I offer. I do email readings, I do phone readings, I do video recorded readings where you send your questions, then I record myself doing your reading. I do candles, and then I email you the download link, by the way, to keep the reading, video recorded reading. I do birth chart readings, both individual birth chart readings and compatibility birth chart readings. Like I said, I do candles. I do past life readings if you want to learn about your past lives. I do mediumship readings if you want to connect with the ancestors realms and the spirit guides. And there's a price point for everyone, so definitely would check these things out. I teach tarot classes, astrology classes, spiritual self-development classes, and all different types of things. Let's go ahead and get right into the reading. I'm going to go ahead and show you the tarot cards, and we are going to get into it. No time wasted. I do, of course, have other clients to get to, or I have some personal clients to get to in terms of tarot readings and astrology readings. So I'm hoping this won't be too long. Let's go ahead and get into it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Camera looks pretty clear to me. I'm not going to mess with it. This is a sad situation. Not much to say about it. I'll leave it at that. And we just pray that things come together the way they need to come together. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck when you pass reading. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you for clearing and cleansing the energy of this space. Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, and my emotions, as well as the energy of those watching this video. Thank you for protecting my space. Amen, amen, amen. In the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen. All right. My first question is, what is the truth of this situation? What happened with this situation with Shanquella? What happened with this situation, Spirit? Give us some truth, give us some insight, give us some clarity. In the name of Jesus, what happened with the situation? By the way, if you all are waiting for your candles, I will be doing candles soon. Actually, today I'll be getting to those today as well. It's about 5 a.m. No, it's 4:51 a.m. here in Virginia. So I'm an early bird. I like to get stuff done early and rest later in the day. So what happened with the situation, Spirit? Give us some clarity. First card I get is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles would be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. The Knight of Pentacles can represent someone who's, for the most part, financially stable, who's on a good track in life. Typically would represent someone in their mid to late 20s, up until maybe early 40s or late 30s would be like represent an age of a knight. So I don't know Shanquella's age. She looks to be maybe in her 20s, mid 20s. So this definitely could be her energy. The knight a lot of times is not necessarily gender specific, although sometimes the gender will be revealed on the card. This isn't gender specific, so this definitely could be her energy. This would be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Aries person. All right. I get something with money because then I get the Seven of Wands showing up in a placement of money, finances, and personal belongings. Seven does deal with secrets. Wands can deal with action. It can deal with reaction. It can deal with violence, things of this nature. So there could have been some secret activity or secret murmurings or secret connection to money with this situation. Um, Connected to Shanquella as well. Like, I don't know if secretly someone was getting paid for this or if secretly someone owed someone money. Like, this could be that kind of energy. Alright, definitely some issues around money that led to this attack because Seven of Wands can deal with violence and attack. Look at the way this person is holding the wand. Kind of looks like, what was going on in that video. Not even being funny, being serious, just the way this person looks deranged and they're not handling their anger, their frustration well. This deals with money and finances in this position, the way this card falls, period. All right? Let me take a sip of my water because I feel myself getting thirsty. I'm getting hot. I'm getting thirsty, y'all. The reading is firing up, y'all. Sorry. Oh, I had to coat my throat, honey. I feel it. I feel it, spirit. All right. I get the Four of Wands. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Four of Swords showing up in the placement of thoughts, communication, in the mind. I have to be honest. Shanquella had some apprehensions or had some thoughts, may have had some specific communication about, with, or to the friends she ended up hanging with that day. She had some apprehension. She had some thoughts about these friends. I think this could even be the energy of maybe they had tried something already with her. Or maybe they had tried something already with someone else. Maybe she saw something with these friends where it was like she kind of knew they had a little bit of a sneaky side to them or shady side to them. Alright? And it could be the friends of the friends that she was with that day even as well, to be honest with you. Alright, there's definitely something shady, and she knew something was up. She knew something was shady. She may not have immediately known something was up then, at the time they went to Mexico, but she had thoughts before where, there's something weird about these friends. Because 4 is also a number of friendship. It's a number of social networking, acquaintances, and things of this nature. I get the Two of Cups and the placement of emotions, family, in the home. I think she may have been lured in. There may have been particularly, I don't know how many friends, because I did see the video on Twitter. But it feels like to me maybe, in the video there was the girl she was fighting, or the person she was fighting, and the person filming, which that was, I'm gonna keep it clean and not put my opinion in this because I could just go in, but my job is to read the cards, so we're gonna keep it at that. But there were two people in the video aside from Shanquella, so I'm wondering were there other people involved? Because there may have been one person in particular that Shanquella maybe had a connection to, or was like, all right, if you're going, I'll go, kind of thing. You know how like you're apprehensive about going somewhere and maybe someone really wants you to go and it's like you really like that person, or it's like if you go and that person's there, you'll be able to like withstand it and deal with whatever comes your way. It's like, okay, if you'll go, I'll go. Like I feel like that was that kind of energy with this trip with Shanquella and someone there, or maybe someone they were meeting up with. I get the World card, which could definitely represent her traveling. She may have been excited to take pictures, on this trip. I think she was excited. She was looking forward to it. She was looking forward to get away. This shows up in a placement of self-expression, creativity, romance. Maybe there was some sort of romantic energy connected to this. Maybe she was hoping to meet someone. That like she was looking forward to this trip. She had plans. She had an idea of how this would go. Get the moon card, though, showing up in the placement of health, daily routine, work, job. The moon card in this position can be like nausea, like a woozy feeling in your stomach, because this shows up in the position of the stomach. So I feel like there's something maybe. Is the autopsy out? Was there something in the contents of her stomach? I know they said something about alcohol, but was there more? Because this is kind of, interesting with the moon card showing up. Um, and I hear ingested. Like, I feel like she may have ingested something. And I feel like from there, she knew it was kind of downhill. Like, she knew it was like, this isn't good, or something is really off. I get the Five of Swords, which definitely could be the actual fight, the actual argument. But this would be an argument of words, of communication with the sword. So then maybe there was an argument or words exchange that led up to the fight, or, what we saw on camera. Um, And there's ironically three people in the cards. This person holding the swords. And they're actually holding three swords, it looks like. Two swords in this hand, and then one sword facing down. The other two people's swords are down, actually. It's this person who holds all these swords in Venom. Three swords specifically. Three is the number that deals with personal opinions, beliefs, life, or no, I'm sorry, stepping outside one's comfort zones, long distance travel. This tells me this may have been planned. The fact that I know it's a Five of Swords. Five deals with communication, intellect, and mind. It is associated with Mercury, the number 5 in numerology. So Mercury is also associated with work, job, daily routine. I'm wondering if there's a connection to that, work or something like that. Maybe they knew each other through work. But the fact that this person is holding three swords once again tells me that, in three, the number 3 in numerology is associated with Jupiter, which is the number of long distance travel, tells me that this was planned to some degree. Alright? Oh, it's so sad. And then just like look at her eyes. Like her eyes look so like haunting, so like almost you could see the sadness in her eyes a little bit, right? When I say that. I knew spirit was coming in hot. When I had to go up down that water, I was like, child, spirit, I feel it. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. Isn't that a Weekend song, The Weekend? Alright. I get the Page of Swords, so this could be a younger person, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Actually, the Page of Swords shows up in a placement of death. Change, evolution, and growth. This could be, like I said, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Scorpio. I get the Eight of Cups showing up in a placement of long distance travel, stepping outside one's comfort zones. I feel like there was some apprehension with Shanquella towards actually going on this trip. She definitely got some warning signs or some omens. Either whether it was through her gut, whether spirit showed her something in her dreams or in her intuition, clairvoyance, like something was telling her something was not right. Whether even, because I'm a big believer that criminals will sometimes trip up and show themselves, so maybe even, the friends, the fact that maybe this was planned, I'll say allegedly, all right, for YouTube entertainment purposes only, but from what I'm seeing, there was some planning involved here. All right, maybe the way they were acting even was supposed to give her a clue of something's not right here. All right, y'all gotta pay attention to, criminals or people with ill intentions will always give themselves away if you squint and look closely enough and are able to read between the lines and have a sense of discernment. You'll see it from a mile away. They may say something, they may do something off. I feel like there's this kind of energy there. The truth always comes out too. So I don't know if it was a week or a month before, like, like it's kind of like, how like someone makes a joke, like an off-color joke, and it's kind of like, that was weird. That was a weird joke. Like, that was kind of felt ominous. But then they always say there's a truth in a joke, right? I mean, I'm trying to give y'all facts. I'm trying to, I'm trying to spit game to y'all, child. All right, I get the Queen of Swords here. This is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn. Female. This could be someone connected to her past. This could be someone connected to father energy. Shows up in a placement of career, professional destiny. Once again, not sure how that could come into play. I don't know her zodiac sign as well. But I'm noticing a lot of air signs showing up here. I get a 4. I get the last 2 cards. I get are 4 cards, which once again 4 is associated with friends, acquaintances, social groups, social networking, the internet, technology, social media. Which once again, the fact that there was a video and it was uploaded to social media even points to the fact that there was planning here involved. Just saying. We have the 4 of Cups showing up in a placement of friends, acquaintances, social groups, and the 4 of Pentacles showing up in a placement of life behind closed doors, secrecy, the need to set boundaries, smoke and mirrors, and things of this nature. I get that there's some planning involved, with the 4 of Pentacles being the last card. Pentacles being associated with money, professionalism, and exchange of resources. I think money may have been involved here. Alright. And I feel like there's an element of trying to embarrass her, too. Like, I feel like they purposely wanted to embarrass her. Okay? I feel like they may have also been inspired by other people. Like, they may have been inspired by Kanika Jenkins. Maybe that's why a lot of people are getting a lot of that energy. Because remember, with that, they also live streamed with that whole thing, too, a couple years ago. That was a big factor in that situation. So, it's kind of like a lot of people with weapons, guns who, go to the schools and stuff like that. Like, they're usually inspired by, like, the events of, like, Columbine. And that's, like, a common theme you see, That's why you should always, like, if someone's into that type of stuff, red flag, red flag. Someone's giving themselves away. Pay attention. They always say when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Alright? Somewhere in this situation, Shanquella maybe didn't believe these people were showing their true colors or who they really were. You know how you give so many people the benefit of the doubt? They can't be that way, there's no way they could be that evil. Oh, you'd be surprised how evil human beings can be. And as we see based on this situation, look what happened. Spirit is just, I don't know, Spirit must be speaking through me. Someone must need to hear this. Alright? This is a major, one major reason why I don't have a lot of friends. I don't trust a lot of people. Well, one, because I'm a psychic and tarot reader, so I can see stuff. I can see shit, right? Ooh. Sorry, y'all, I'm thirsty. But number 2, among other things, I know what human beings can be capable of. Remember, I'm a psychic. I have, over the course of my job as a, career as a psychic tarot reader, I've read over thousands of people. I think I was looking at my, the back end analytics of my website, and I think I made my website in 2017, I think, and I'm almost at my 2000th client. I think. Let me check really quickly actually right now, because I have it pulled up. I'm not going to show you because it has the clients' names and everything, and of course, I'm not going to tell you my clients' names, I completed 1,963 client readings with 6 processing. That means 6 clients to go. 6 clients I need to do either candles for, or, recorded videos for. We've set up a time for phone reading. So I know what I'm talking about. Alright? Just saying. All right. I feel like someone needed to hear that. Because I feel like that was spirit. Thank you, spirit. All right. Make sure y'all like the video. Remember, if you want a reading, I'm available at lamarrtownsendtarot.com, 703-791-9162. And sometimes people wonder why it can be so cold. King of Pentacles shows up, flies out. Maybe this could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus male. Once again, a male connected to money, though. So, interesting. People wonder why it can be cold sometimes, but it's, once I see the BS, I'm out of there. You don't have to tell me twice, 2, 3, 4, 5 times who you are. Once I see who you are, I'm going to take it at face value. Ain't no 2, 3, 5 second chances. No. Mm-mm. Alright. So. Sad. And I don't know if this is what happened with this specific situation, or if Spirit's just speaking through me, or I don't know, child. But be careful of, who you trust as friends or, people you have around you, period. Alright? Child. Okay. My last question is, what is going to be the outcome of the situation, Spirit? What's going to be the outcome of this situation, of this case of Shanquella Robinson? How will this case be handled? What lasting information can you give us? How will this go? I get the Ace of Swords, so someone could speak, someone who knows something. Some evidence also could be found. Dealing with Shanquella, so this could deal with like DNA, maybe. Maybe that forces someone to speak, but someone's gonna end up speaking or saying something about what they know. Maybe to even clear their name specifically. I don't know why I also get something about a live stream, so maybe there's gonna be like another live stream. I don't think it's gonna be quite a live stream of like violence or anything like that. God forbid, I hope not, but it feels more so like a live stream of like maybe someone talking. Ace of Swords is enlightenment. I get the Tower, connected to money, finances, and personal belongings. Either this could be, once again, money being a major factor here, or there not being a lot of money pumped into this case for some reason to solve it or to bring about a quick conclusion or solution. Or maybe there's only going to be so much effort put into it. Tower's a red flag connected to money, finances, personal belongings. I feel like someone maybe could incriminate themselves once again through evidence, through maybe footage. Transactions, something along those lines. I get a Ten of Swords connected to thoughts, communication, the mind. Someone could end up saying something and stabbing someone else in the back. Also, there could be like either corroborated stories or like different stories. Like people are telling different stories kind of thing. The information is like skewed, or the information like, one person saying this, another person saying that, another person saying that. I feel like there may have been evidence hidden or evidence like disposed of or something like that as well. Maybe particularly dealing with Shanquella as well, or associated with her. I'm wondering whose room they were in, or whose room she was found in. Was it her room? Whose room was that in the video? Was it Shanquella's room? Was it someone else's room? Were they all in the same room? I don't know why I feel like that could be important. Interesting. Knight of Cups. This could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Leo person. Nine of Swords shows up in a placement of work, job, daily routine, health. This also could be in a position of DNA, fingerprints. Once again, I feel like evidence left behind could incriminate someone. The Hangman. It may take some time though. Maybe because these are, I believe, U.S. citizens in, I think they were in Mexico. Like, there's something about maybe the Mexican embassy and the U.S. embassy have to, like, negotiate or work together. I don't know. There's something about that. I get the Three of Cups and the placement of Death, Evolution, and Change, though, which is interesting. I don't know why I feel like it's possible, and I could be crazy, but I always say, whenever I say I could be crazy, it always kind of comes true. I don't know why I feel like Shanquella Robinson's death may not be the only death associated with this situation or these people. Allegedly. I'm wondering if this could be discovered. Either more people were injured or maybe killed, or there's definitely multiple people involved in Shanquella's passing. But I feel like there's like I hear the word cover up, but there could be other, I'll say there could be other bodies buried, allegedly. Take that for what you will. Okay? I get a Ten of Cups in the placement of the Truth, stepping outside one's comfort zones, travel, long distance travel. I think the way the Mexican media or the Mexican, I'll say embassy, government, police enforcement are going to deal with it. They're going to want to deal with it in a way, or they're going to end up dealing with it in a way where they're going to want to make sure they look good. Like, they don't want to detract tourists. And mind you, I believe there's been a lot going on in Mexico lately. Like, there's this, and then there was some other things with tourists. So they're trying to clean up their act with tourism, Mexico. And that is going to be their main focus. We're family friendly. We're fun. It's okay over here. You're going to be fine if you come here. Don't worry. This is an isolated event. Like, it's very Kanika Jenkins in that way. Where a horrible thing happened at the hotel and, the hotel went on with business as usual. Everything's fine. It's okay here. You're fine here. Welcome, enjoy your stay. Like, that's how they're going to treat it. Either the government or, the police officials, the embassy, or the hotel or, place itself that they stayed at. I keep getting a prominent father figure. So either maybe Shanquella Robinson's father could be an important figure here, or a man connected to career, professionalism. This, once again, could be someone connected to government or a high position of power, discipline. Shows up here in some way. Could be connected to also 5 to 10 weeks, 5 to 10 days, 5 to 10 months, or the months of December, January. The last card I get is the Temperance card, which could represent some peace. And then I get the Ace of Wands showing up in a placement of friends, acquaintances, social groups. I think one person maybe who knows something could say something or could speak out. But ultimately, I do also feel like there is a little bit of an energy of a cover-up. Like, everything's fine, everything's okay, this is what happened, let's move on, Let's go on about our day as usual. Like, there is a little bit of that energy showing up. So there is a possibility that this could be handled that way. But over time, I feel like certain truths will come out. And I hear the word case closed. So either at some point this will become a closed case. Whether there are, full answers of what happened or not. I keep hearing closed case. There's always still going to be an element of, like, what happened. Or a questioning of what really happened. Alright? when the clues should be so obvious as to what happened, but it's still like there's certain missing pieces that don't make up a full, accurate picture. Does that make sense? So it's interesting. There's a couple things going on here. We'll have to see how things play out. We'll have to let things play out. We'll have to let, police officials and, things of that nature do their jobs. Let's pull a final card for Shanquella. There we go. Thank you, Spirit, for dropping that card out. We'll take that one. Remember, if you want your own personal reading, contact me at lamarrtownsendtarot.com or text me at 703-791-9162. I am available for international clients as well, so do not hesitate to reach out. I just did a reading with a client from the UK a couple weeks ago, I think, or a couple days ago. All right. It says, "Thank you, universe, for helping me to see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good." Interesting. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Interesting. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. That's deep. Fear can be limiting. Wonder if they put fear in her heart or fear in her in some way. If you don't do this, we're going to beat you. If you don't do this, Interesting. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave that there. Like I said, I've got some clients to get to. Thank you all for trusting me as your reader and your psychic. We'll see, we'll keep up with this story. I'll see you all in the next video. Love and light. God bless. Thank you for your support, and make sure you like the video. Hit the like button. Buy your ticket to the show by hitting the like button. It is free. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me. That's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me. That's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me. That's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me. That's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me. That's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me. That's me. I don't care what the others say. Let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say. Let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong. This tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong. This tarot card reading about to be long. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me. That's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me. That's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me. That's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me. That's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me. That's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me. That's me.